No, I heard they recently decided to add more hops to it.
And I'm in the front row, and I'm hammered drunk.
You do not have anything to drink. Can I get you a tasty refreshment?
Yes, I'll have a beer.
I wonder, Bob.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
And welcome to another episode of the Buzzed Basement Bros podcast. My name is Aaron. I'm joined by the ferocious firefighting Andrew.
Hey, that's me.
How are you now, buddy?
Oh, good. And you?
Not so bad. Not so bad. It's been a whole week since I've seen you.
I know. Aren't you lucky?
Maybe? I mean, in all honesty, I do enjoy your company.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, we wouldn't be doing this if I didn't actually enjoy your company.
I enjoy your company too, bud.
Thanks, buddy. So, I have a story. We were saying we wanted to make an addition to the basement here, the studio.
Okay.
And I took it upon myself to go find a mini fridge. So I got on the app OfferUp, and I found a guy that was selling a brand new, works like new mini fridge for $50.
Oh, that's always sketchy.
Right? So I hit dude up on my first night shift and was messaging him at like 10 o'clock. I found it. And like, hey, is it still available? He's like, $50. I'm like, all right, I'll give you $50. Where do you want to meet? He said he's from town, not from rural Illinois. He's from
Not from rural.
urban Illinois. He's not from rural Illinois. I go, okay, we'll meet in the parking lot of the movie theater. Like, okay. What time? 4 o'clock. So I got up early yesterday, sacrificed sleep to go meet this guy to buy a mini fridge to keep my bush light in.
He never showed up, did he?
He didn't show up.
Yeah, I figured.
So then I went and got a sandwich and I went to work, and he messaged me when I got to work after like 7 o'clock. And he goes, oh man, I'm so sorry. Like, apologize over and over and over. And he's like, what time, like, when can you meet tomorrow? Like, he really wants to sell his mini fridge, which sketches me out. And so I go, I mean, I'm going to be back in town tomorrow at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, yeah, I'll meet same spot, 7:30. That's fine. Okay, cool. Like, I'm not being overtly friendly with this guy or anything. This is very matter of fact. He has something he wants to sell,
And you have the money.
and I have a crisp $50 bill for this motherfucker.
Nice and crisp.
That's right. No change needed. Just fucking, I will give you $50 for this mini fridge. It's something that I want.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to fucking meet me. So I got a craving. It's about 30 minutes from work, 40 minutes from work to the meeting spot at the movie theater. I'm like, man, it's my first day off. I'm like, I really want a McGriddle. So I stop at McDonald's on the way. I get 2 McGriddles and a hash brown. I'm like, I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to get this motherfucker a McGriddle and a hash brown.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So then I pull in the parking lot at the mall, which doesn't open until like 10 or 11. I'm the only motherfucker in this parking lot.
Yeah.
It's looking sketchy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a drug deal.
I was getting to that.
Oh, shit.
So I get there at 7:23 this morning. We said we were going to meet at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I text him. I keep my head on a swivel. I'm the only one in the parking lot. Yesterday afternoon, I had a little bit of car cover. I kind of parked in between two cars, and disguised myself a bit. Because full disclosure, I've never done one of those, I'll meet you to buy this thing on the internet.
Yeah.
I've never met a stranger. It's always been I buy it new, or I know someone that. And 7:23. I text him. I climb out of my truck. I have a cover on the back of my truck. I flip the cover up like I'm ready to take delivery. I already ate the McGriddle on the way, and so I have the McGriddle and the hash brown in the bag on the tailgate of the truck. The tailgate, and I let him know I was there.
Yep.
And then a cop rolls through the parking lot. I'm literally the only car on this side of the movie theaters in the mall.
Yeah.
I'm the only motherfucker on this side of the parking lot. Hey, man, what are you doing? I'm like, it probably looks bad, but I'm supposed to meet a guy for a mini fridge here.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be here at 7:30. He goes, oh, okay. And he just leaves.
Oh.
No questions
Doesn't
whatsoever.
wait with you.
And then I start thinking about it, and I go, this looks like some sketchy-ass shit.
Yeah. Looks like a drug deal.
Early in the morning, I got my tailgate open. I'm looking to take like a duffel bag full of guns or drugs or, something and smuggle shit across the border.
Yeah, with your cash and a McDonald's bag.
Right. I got breakfast for this motherfucker. So then all of a sudden 8 o'clock rolls around, and I send him a message through the app, and I go, I'm leaving in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him until 8:05. I stood around that motherfucker for almost 40 minutes.
Jeez.
No mini fridge. So we did not get a mini fridge.
Oh, I know we didn't get a mini fridge because you never text me saying, hey, I got a mini fridge.
It was going to be a surprise.
Surprise!
Just like the bottle that we're drinking.
Yes.
Conor McGregor's, well, he sold it now, but this is Conor McGregor's whiskey, the Proper 12. Irish whiskey.
Yes.
He started it, he made a ton of money off it, and then he sold it for so much more money. It's good. It's cheap. It's in the same kind of realm as Jameson.
Yes, it is.
So my buddy Alex turned this on. He's like, you like whiskey? We were at the grocery store, and he's like, you like whiskey? And I'm like, yeah, I like whiskey. And he's like, you like Irish whiskey? And I'm like, sure. I mean, like Jameson? It's like, no, Proper 12. It's like $5 cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a lot. That's a lot for a fifth. $5 cheaper is a lot for a fifth.
I know. And it's still pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Anyway, cheers, buddy.
Of two dudes just sipping whiskey.
I don't think I've just ever had it on ice. I think I've always mixed it. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I'm just hammered.
That too. That too, buddy.
I've been drinking.
Way longer than I have.
Yeah. I've been drinking since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Ooh. I got into a
For reference, it is 9:30.
after 9. Been at it for a bit.
Yeah.
No whiskey, just beer. Just steadily drinking beer.
Yeah, but I know how you steadily drink beer. I picked up all your cans from last time.
Oh, yeah. I got it. Yeah. Our last session, the Busch Lattes were going down quite smoothly. I'll tell you what.
Yes, very smoothly.
I'm a big fan of the Busch Latte. I can drink copious amounts of Busch Latte. I mean, like an insane amount of Busch Latte.
Which is probably good because it's cheap.
Yeah. I mean, prices have gone up a bit in the last couple of years.
It's so cheap.
Just like everything else. But, I mean, I think it's $16 out here for a 30 rack.
I was at one of our neighboring rural towns this afternoon picking up the kids from daycare.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The children's.
Stopped to get some go-go juice in my pickup because I was an idiot and didn't stop on the way home from work this morning. And that gas station, I want to say, was advertising it for $16.99 for a 30-pack.
For a 30 rack? But it's a
Yep.
gas station, though.
Yeah.
A little cheaper at Wally World.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're about in the ballpark.
It used to be like $14. 12
on sale.
14. Yeah. I remember way back in the day, you can get a 30 rack of Keystone Light.
Oh, Jesus. Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I was like 16.
I mean, I get it, but Jesus.
$9.99 for a 30 rack of Keystone, buddy.
I know some people who used to go to fairs showing livestock, and they'd get the Pabst. So
PBR?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with PBR.
Well, you want to know why they were drinking it?
Because it was like $8.99 for a 30 rack.
No, because then even if they had a shit day showing, they at least left with a blue ribbon.
Oh, Jesus. I walked right into that one.
Oh, yeah. Didn't duck or nothing.
Nope. That's a farm joke if I've ever
It
fucking
is.
heard one.
You're welcome.
That is a farm joke. Keystone, when I was younger, was good.
Mm-hmm.
Busch Light, I like drinking Busch Light. I mean, it's beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheap. It's exactly what you're paying for.
Yep.
It's not like you go out and spend. I mean, 6-packs of decent shit now is like $9.99, $10.99. I think Shandy is up to $10.99 now.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I was at the grocery
Really?
store earlier. It's $10.99 for a 6-pack of summer Shandy bottles.
Yeah.
It's insane. What is this world coming to?
Jesus. Fucking inflation.
It's un-fucking believable. You know what else is costing more money?
What?
So there's a Subway up by work.
Okay.
A lot of times I'm just too lazy, or I'm not hungry when I leave the house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when I'm working overnights. And there's a Subway. It's easy. I mean, it's the most garbage of all the sandwich shops.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have Jimmy John's. But sometimes
Yeah.
Subway, it'll fill the void.
It'll make a turd.
Yes. It's the cheapest of everything.
Yep.
Didn't they? There was something about they had like the same material that was found in yoga mats was found in Subway. You didn't hear this?
No, I didn't.
There's an odd, some sort of synthetic material that's found in yoga mats that was found in Subway bread. And the footlongs, they aren't quite foot long.
No.
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 They're like 11 and a quarter.
And that
or whatever.
$5 foot long
It's
is
no
bullshit.
More. Yeah, well, you will never see that shit again.
Nope.
Never ever. My BLT, it's like $9 now.
Yep.
It's fucking insane. Anyway, I went to the Subway the other day on the way to work, and some young kid, you know, he's probably like 18 or 19. You know, it's his like first job,
Yeah.
and he's making my sandwich, and I got the BLT. You know, you pick a Subway sandwich when you're 6.
Yes.
And that's the one you stick with. You never vary from the OG Subway sandwich.
I have, but ever since I haven't.
And what?
So when I was growing up, I would always get the sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
Okay.
Okay. And I forget when I made the switch, but I made the switch from that now to spicy Italian.
Okay.
But ever since I made the switch, I haven't gone back to sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
Oh, okay. So you started with one,
And then I made a
with the-
switch.
and then you went to spicy Italian.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that's been it.
Because when I go to Jimmy John's, I get the Italian. They call it Italian nightclub.
Same.
That's the
number
shit.
9.
I don't know what number it is.
Number 9.
I just yell it to the lady and punch in my rewards number.
It's number 9.
Yeah, sure. The sidebar, being an adult is just doing things you don't want to do. Oh, damn, buddy.
It's horseshit.
Being an adult is doing things you don't want to do and earning rewards points.
Yay.
I get points for buying gas. I get points for shopping at the grocery store. I get points for buying Jimmy John's sandwiches. I mean, give me my free shit.
Yeah.
Hotel points. I can turn those into Amazon points. You know, earning points.
Give us the points.
Yes. Anyway, I went to Subway.
Yes.
And the kid's making my sandwich, and he's, you know, I mean, they call him sandwich artists. Actually, Levi worked at Subway for a little bit.
Ooh, sandwich artisans.
He got fired for hooking us up with fat ass sandwiches.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
big surprise.
I can't see that at all.
Big surprise. He got canned for making the sandwiches too fat, putting 3 times extra meat, and you know they checked the cameras. And,
Yeah.
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 We went to the kid. He did a fine. I mean, like, there's only so much excellence in creating.
A sandwich.
Right. You know, it's X amount of ingredients. Hey, do you want banana peppers? No. Cool. Will that be it? Hit a couple buttons on the register, and that's it.
Your total is
Total was 8 and change or
Yeah.
9 and change with tax, and then there was a button for tipping.
Oh, yes.
Does the Subway sandwich artist deserve a tip? Do they need a tip? I'm asking. I don't know the answer to this fucking question.
So here's what I would say.
Because they're behind the counter. Okay, here's my argument.
Go ahead.
Definitely, I interrupted you for sure.
No. Go ahead.
They're behind the counter the entire time. They are fulfilling an order, yes, but they are not, in my mind, they're not technically serving me.
Correct.
They're giving me my food, but they're not technically serving me. They're not coming out of the back room and talking with the cooks and shit to make sure my shit gets right. I guess there's no middleman, thinking out loud. But then they hit a couple buttons on a cash register, and then they give me my fucking sandwich, and they throw it in the bag, and I go eat it, either in my truck or
In the store.
at the table in the store. Do they need a tip?
I guess it's all how you want to look at it.
No. I feel like it's a cut and dry answer, buddy.
So Subway asking for a tip all came from COVID. And Subway
It made it okay.
And
So
Subway wasn't
COVID
the only
made it
one.
a lot worse.
Correct. Subway didn't start doing it until COVID happened.
Right. They wouldn't dare.
Correct.
They paid their people minimum wage, and that was it.
Correct. So, do they still pay their people minimum wage?
I don't know. Minimum wage where we live is higher now.
I know it's higher, but
I
like
don't want to be too specific, but it's,
I
actually no.
I'd hate
say rural Illinois. I think minimum wage is like 13 now. That's what I make in my part-time job.
no. So
I think it's 13.
So I'd be very upset to learn if Subway of all places started asking for a tip to justify also paying their people less. You know what I mean?
Well,
With the restaurant industry can charge you or can pay you less than minimum
that's
wage.
how tipping originally started.
Correct. So
way back when the owners didn't want to pay their employees a living manageable wage, so they passed it on to the consumer.
Correct. So
because like legitimate servers like at Olive Garden, they make like $4 an hour
I know.
plus tips. So they make their money on tips.
So I'd be a little
how well they can smile
little
and sell you fucking
peeved.
dessert.
If Subway uses that to justify paying their people less, because
No, I feel like we would have heard something about that by
yeah,
now.
we would have heard something about that by now.
Subway is paying less than minimum
Yeah.
wage. You know, like somebody would have turned them into the
Yeah.
labor board or some
Yeah.
shit.
But so this is how I judge whether or not I'm going to give Subway people a tip.
How do you, tell me?
So like I said, spicy Italian is my go-to sandwich now. Lettuce, pickles, olives, maybe some onions here or there. But when I ask for the olives, I usually say extra olives because I'm an olive guy.
Like black, green.
Black. They
Black.
only have black.
They don't have green olives.
Nope, not at
really.
Yeah.
You want Italian?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they don't have any green olives there that I know of.
I don't know. I've had some Italian. Well, I guess not from Jimmy John's, but like I've had some Italian sandwiches that have some fucking green olives on them.
Oh yeah, I like all olives.
Stuffed. Oh,
But
Bloody Marys.
yes, stuffed
with garlic stuffed
jalapeno or
olives.
garlic. Yes, garlic is the best. But
I might need a Bloody Mary in the morning. Actually.
ooh,
Hey, you want to have Bloody Marys in the morning?
sure.
Okay. I don't have any mix. You got any mix?
No,
Fuck.
Fred might.
He might. Anywho.
Oh wait, I can't.
Why, you got shit going on?
Yeah, I got shit going on. Anyways, we digress. So I judge on whether or not I'm going to do some sort of tip. Because I mean, even when you look at it, the tip's only going to be $2.50 tops, $2.50
Yeah, you're
tops.
paying $9 for a sandwich. It
Yeah,
shouldn't,
yeah. So I'll base my tip on whether or not they give me extra olives. Because we all know when you say extra olives and they don't give you the extra,
They
right?
give you literally 3 extra olive halves.
Yeah, 3 extra olive slices. Here you go.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no. No.
It's not olivey enough. Olivey? Is that
Yeah.
a word? Olivey enough for you?
So if I don't feel like they've given me enough olives, granted, it's probably on me too. I could be like, nah, just a little bit more.
Yeah, come on, keep it coming.
I'll tell you when.
Yeah, keep it coming.
But I feel like after I ask for extra olives, I don't need to do that because I'm asking for extra.
Right. They can hear you over the glass.
Correct.
Right.
So that's what I base it on, is if they give me the extra olives that I ask for, and it's a substantial amount extra, because I have had the sandwich with just regular olives.
Yeah. It's not enough olives.
It's not enough olives.
For your sophisticated palate.
Yes,
It
for
is
my
not,
palate.
It is not enough olives.
Yes, it's not enough olives. So that's what I base my tip on. And I'd have to say probably 75% of the time I am not tipping.
No, I didn't tip.
So-
Go fuck yourselves. Because I read something about, so like the prompt thing comes up for the tip, and a lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times, but there has been reports. This is all hearsay, of course, but reports of employees saying we don't see any of the tip money. It just goes straight to the owner, or
Yeah.
the franchise,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, which is also bullshit.
Oh, you know what else is fucking horseshit? You go to Walmart. For the record, I hate spending my money at Walmart.
Yes.
Sometimes it is the only place if I need something right now, I will go to Walmart. Down the street from the gym, I will go to Walmart. You ring up first. There's fucking self checkouts. I know they're trying to save on labor, and again, pass more cost onto us, so their shareholders make more money. It's a giant fucking scheme. But you do the self checkout, and you shove your card in there, or throw your cash in the machine. I'm actually paranoid about doing cash in self checkouts because I don't trust the readers because it's fucked my shit up a couple times. But you put your card in there, and then you're like, oh, "Here's your total. All right, you want cash back?" And then on the screen, before you can finish, it'll say, "Do you want to give money to child hunger or some shit?" No, go fuck yourself, Walmart. You're the richest fucking company, basically in the world. No, you can donate money. You're going to take my extra $1 or however the fuck amount, and then I might feel good about myself for a couple minutes. But then you're going to take that money, you're going to make it a tax write-off.
Yep.
You can go fuck yourself, Walmart. The Waltons are the richest family in the entire goddamn country. If they want to give money, they want to give away their billions to feed child hunger. They would have already.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
You can go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Same way. Do you want to give money to pick a charity? It's a tax write-off for
St. Jude's.
Yeah. Okay. St. Jude's gives. They spend a lot of their money on advertising and overhead.
Correct.
I don't know the percentage, but it's an insanely low amount of money that actually goes to the sick children in St. Jude's. Think of how many T-shirts they make and advertisements you see on television, and how many people they have working for them.
My big thing is stop asking us at checkout, because ultimately, if you want to give to a charitable organization, you just look up their website
Right.
and give it to them.
There's a place.
No middleman, no skimming off the top,
Correct.
straight to them.
Right. Even Salvation Army is a little sketchy.
Everything is nowadays.
Yeah. If you want your dollar the most percentage of your dollar to be given to the right cause, then pick a local charity, a very small charity. There's a place down by the gym that helps. I just learned about this place a couple years ago. It helps women that are victims of domestic abuse. They go to this place and they say, "I'm being abused," and then they put them up in a hotel and find them new lodging, the kids, whatever, help them however they need. And it's a local charity, so there's not a whole ton of overhead. There's like 3 people on the payroll.
Yeah.
So then the most amount of money goes to the actual victim. So it actually does the most good. But if you give to the big charities, St. Jude's, United Way. United Way is like 98% overhead.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Way too much money.
Wait.
No, Walmart, you're not going to use my money as a tax write-off. You're already getting my fucking money, and I hate spending it here.
Yes.
By the way, I'm an old-ass man.
Yeah, you are, you 30-something-year-old.
32. Thank you. I'll get specific on that. 32.
Okay. Well, you're still older than me, fucker.
I made a joke. Oh, I totally forgot to do it. So the wife she's got a Renegade, a Jeep Renegade.
Mm-hmm.
And she was having trouble like installing her windshield wipers. And I go, every car I've ever had has the hook.
Yes.
You know, it's the most common. Sometimes you got to take a knife and pop the old windshield wiper off, and you got the hook and just slide that bitch on there. If you buy the good enough ones, they just click in there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I can't figure it out. And then she was texting me last night when I was at work, and I go, collectively we're almost retirement age, so we could figure it out. She goes, wow, that's depressing, Aaron.
I mean, it's true.
I mean, we're getting older.
Yeah, we're getting older. We're not getting younger.
Fuck no.
No.
Haven't found the cure for that yet.
Liz and I, my wife, we were talking to a financial advisor. Little potent there, buddy?
The ice.
Oh, it's the ice. Okay. So, my wife and I were talking
I
to...
tried to swallow it all like I'm like up Lisa Ann.
Relax the throat, drop the jaw. Anyways, we were talking to the financial advisor a few months back, and probably first or second meeting, and he was trying to figure out, our goal for retirement, when we were going to retire, and this and that.
You don't want to work that long.
And he kind of went,
You work a physical job, you don't want to work past 55.
correct. So he asked me, like, oh, so you're going to retire at 65? And I'm like, oh.
Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Absolutely not. And he kind of got taken aback on that. And when we explained that firefighting is a physical job, and most people at the oldest career-wise averages about 55, maybe
if
60.
you don't, you move up.
Correct. You got to move up.
If you don't take an office job.
Correct. You've got to move up. Line personnel, they're usually getting out 50, 55.
Yeah, you're out carrying all these morbidly obese people.
All the heavy equipment.
Your back can't take it past 55.
Yep. So I told him that. I'm like, well, I'm going to retire about 55 from firefighting. He's like, oh, well, you probably won't. I'm like, oh, no. I'm going to retire from firefighting. I'm not done working. I'm just not doing it. And then when my wife told me that I'm pretty much halfway there in my career, I was like, ooh.
Whoa!
Kitten on a chair. Yeah, so that kind of hurt. You're halfway to your retirement age. Well, shit.
I know we talked about jokes. Good quality jokes need repeating. So after a really long shift at the factory, walk out the door out to my truck. If it's cold, hit the remote start, because I'm classy. Actually, for the record, I traded a case of beer and a bottle of bourbon for remote start in my truck.
That's cheap.
I love it.
That's cheap.
One day closer to retirement. Boop, boop. It doesn't make that much noise. It's only it's a V6 with a turbo.
I was doing it for aesthetics.
Okay.
Remember, this is the Buzz Basement Road podcast. Drinking and ASMR.
Oh, Jesus.
If I had a metal glass, you'd hear clinks.
But I don't want to work. I don't want to work past 55. Me and the wife.
I mean, for me, you could just stop it. I don't want to work.
Yeah. Well, obviously I don't want to work. You think the job I have now is a passion project? Fuck no, it pays the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
I go to work because I have to.
I s-
I break it down to, okay, if I don't go to work, I don't get X amount of money. I got to get specific. But if I don't go to work, I don't get X amount of money. Oh, you know what I could do with that fucking money? How much, Bush Light I could buy with the money I don't go to work,
Yeah.
It's a terrible reality. I didn't used to think like that. I mean, obviously I was a teenager and, in my early 20s. And that's the last time I thought like that. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to go to work. When I worked at the... I don't care. I used to work at Target. And
Target and Target.
And I didn't make any money at Target. And it was long hours. And it was stupid. It was just dumb. It was just so many dumb fucking... Just working with the public just obviously sucks.
What?
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, how do I describe your job?
I'm pretty sure you've said it before as customer service with needles.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I probably didn't tell you this. We had a fire one day, right, at work. And we pull up and I've been there long enough I can sit the seat, which means I can make the choices and
No, go left.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the officer without being an officer.
So
And-
you're doing the job without the pay.
Correct.
You're like, fucking sucks, buddy.
Well, middle management
It's the worst.
doing that. They take me for what I'm worth. But we come pulling up on this house, and there's a couple fences in the back, all coming. All the 4 houses that meet up in the backyards, they all have fences, and all the fences meet up in this guy's backyard. And this sweet old man, probably 85, if not older. All right, there's power lines down. That's what actually started it, sparking. All
was
that.
was there a storm?
No, just out of the blue. Either a tree limb fell and knocked it down or something.
Stuff, fails.
Yeah,
it
happens.
wear and tear.
But we're getting the lines set up, the hose set up, and we sprayed most of the water out. And about the time we get a little spark from some still live wire, right? And I'm like, okay, we're done spraying water for right now. Back up a little bit. And this guy whose side yard we went through, this old gentleman, comes walking up to me. And he goes, oh, there's fire up there, and there's fire over here. And I just looked at him like, sir, I know, we're working on it. But please, you need to go back inside.
Because you can't say, shut the fuck up.
Correct. I can't say shut the fuck up. But I'm just like, sir, for your safety, you're absolutely right. There is fire up there with the live wires that are also dangling down. And what are we putting on it? Water.
You fucking idiot.
Walk back inside. And
Away from the scene.
yes.
We're trying to work here.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Please, for your safety, go back in your house. We'll let you know when it's safe to come out. And I call him a sweet old gentleman because afterwards, talking with him,
You bake
he
you
was
cookies?
nice.
Have his wife bake you cookies or some shit?
I think he lived alone, but that's neither here or there. But this guy, after I'm like ushering him back into his house, he just goes, well, I was just making sure you guys were doing your job.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sir, you see us putting water on the fire, and we would do
see
it
the-
even more if it wasn't sparking at us.
I didn't arrive in a Ford Fusion. Okay.
I know, right?
Dude, still got the lights on.
Yeah.
It's big,
Customer service
With needles.
with needles and hoses.
Yeah. Okay. So healthcare is just healthcare in general. You're talking about firefighters and everything, nurses, Physical
Doctors,
therapists,
nurses,
doctors,
therapists.
fucking take your chiropractors, take your pick. It's customer service with
All
needles.
about customer service.
Right.
Yep.
How well you can talk to the dumbest motherfuckers you've ever met on the entire planet.
I'm gonna level with you. Sometimes it's really fucking hard.
I've worked more than a few customer service jobs. And some people, it's just the questions that they pose.
Doing CPR on someone, and their spouse goes, "Are they okay?"
I don't think so. No.
We're working on it. Maybe.
And they died.
Yeah. More often than not, yes.
CPR actually only has it has a very low success rate.
If it's caught very early and everything goes right, you have a very good chance.
There's a lot of ifs in that sentence there, buddy.
So, for the record, you know the movie, the cinematic Flatline. Everybody thinks it goes from just a regular beating heart to flatline, you're dead. It doesn't do that. I'm sorry.
No, it's more.
It doesn't.
It's more of a slow.
It's a slow. It gets more of a clusterfuck of a rhythm, and
There's
then
more of an arrhythmia.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And then you flatline.
For whatever reason, the electricity
Stops.
or is faltered.
Or faltered. If we get on scene, we as paramedics, firefighters, if we get on scene and we see that flatline, there is a less than 2% chance of us bringing you back.
Correct.
I'm not saying that if I walk on scene and you being a 30-something-year-old guy and I see a systole, I'm not going to say, oh, we're not. I shouldn't say that. We're never going to say we're not going to work this person.
You're always going to give an effort.
We are always going to give an effort, and we're always going to give our best
Because
effort.
that is part of your job,
Correct.
part of your obligation
Correct.
to being a firefighter, paramedic.
But, and this goes across the board, and I'm sure many people will agree with me who work in healthcare in this field. We are going to, and please don't hate me if you're listening out there, we are going to work extra hard to try to bring you back. And I'm sorry, we're going to work harder than you on a 5-year-old.
Right.
A 90-something-year-old, we're going to try. If that's what the family wants, we're going to try.
But wait for the
But the amount of ribs we're going to break and extra damage we're going to do to the frail 90-year-old lady,
right.
sometimes it's not worth it.
Correct. Bitch is 90.
Yeah.
I was going to say she was around when the Titanic sank, but no.
Not quite.
Not
Not quite.
World War II. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
She was alive during VE Day,
Yes.
but not quite Titanic.
Not quite Titanic.
My great-grandmother was born only 2 years. Yeah, she was born in 1910.
2 years before Titanic.
Yeah, on my mom's side. She was 104 when she died.
Mm-hmm.
She lived forever. She was a cranky old bitch.
Yeah, we've had
Towards the end.
we've had relatives that have lived to be like 105.
Gee, yeah,
And when
why would you want to be alive that long?
We were visiting them in the
I know I
the
say that
nursing
as the
home.
30-something, but why the fuck would you
Yeah.
want to be alive that long?
We visited them in the nursing home when they
What kind of quality of life is there
Oh, they were with it mentally.
Really?
They just couldn't do anything.
physically? Can't do
Physically, they
anything.
couldn't do anything. Like could barely open their eyes, could barely see, couldn't move around, and she just flat out said, great aunt on mom's side, she just went, "Oh, don't get old. It's hell getting old. All your friends die. You can't do shit."
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Well, guess what? We were in high school.
So, my great grandmother she had her 100th birthday party. Let's see, when would that have been? That would have been in 2010. 2010. Math and stuff. She had her 100th birthday party. She was living in a nursing home at that point because she'd lived in her house until she was 95, 96 or something. Then she went to assisted living, and then they actually, they shuffled her to a home. Her husband died at, in like 95. And they were talking 50. She outlived her husband like 20 years. He was old as shit too. But 100th birthday, they park her in, like it was summertime. July. She had a July birthday, July 4th weekend. And they park her in a chair, and like everybody, all the extended family comes by, great nieces, great nephews, everything. So we came by, and she couldn't physically move much, but I was dating a mixed girl at the time. Her dad was black, and her mom was pasty white, like you.
Hey.
And every time I would look over at great grandma, she didn't really move much out of her chair with the arms, her lawn chair, but she just kept giving shifty eyes to my mixed girlfriend. So she was with it mentally.
Oh yeah.
She just physically she couldn't do anything about it.
Yep.
She couldn't get up and tell us what she really thought because we were across the lawn.
So then, just to immortalize this, Aaron, and to raise some interesting conversation. Would you rather be with it mentally but not physically, or was it with it physically but not mentally?
See, that's the. See, I don't know. Okay, so Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly, he's with it mentally. Mm-hmm. Physically, he's out the door.
Oh yeah.
He just can't do shit. Mm-hmm. Parkinson's has been kicking his ass since late 80s. I mean, you're talking 30 plus years. Parkinson, he's been shaken and fuck that. On the other hand, get old and you're more frail, and then all of a sudden you can't remember where what drawer you put your socks in. Mm-hmm. Which one's worse? They're both fucking awful.
It's a crapshoot, man.
They're both fucking awful.
Yeah. So I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't either.
Positive side, we've hopefully got a long ways off before we have to
I don't know.
Think about that.
All the farm chemicals in our water and shit.
It makes it tasty.
No, I don't drink the water. I just bathe in it and cook with it. But I don't drink it.
But it makes it tasty.
Does it, though?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it, though?
Kind of.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
All the farm chemicals going into our tiny town's aquifer that we get our water from, yeah, you might filter it. It can't get everything out.
Oh, yeah, no. I understand that, but you also got to understand firefighting has a leading cause of cancer. So if it's not firefighting, it's going to be my water.
Well, the factory jobs I've had, the shit that I've breathed, is that the word? I think, it's not breathed. It's breathed.
Yeah,
breathed in. Can't be good for me either. And, I smoked for years. So that doesn't help anything either.
What, Daisy?
I think Daisy, this is a good pause break. I think Daisy's
my
making a lot of noise.
Is saying that she needs to go outside.
Yeah. So this has been another episode of the Buzzed Basement Bros podcast. I misspoke in the last few episodes. I said brothers. Buzzed Basement Bros podcast. You can find us at Buzzed Basement Bros podcast at gmail.com. We have a Twitter.
Yep, we've got a Twitter.
We got Twitter set up.
Same deal.
Buzzed Basement Bros podcast.
As well as Instagram.
Check us on the gram.
Yeah, you can see our setup and our pretty faces.
Yeah.